Are we there? Are we live? Have we done it? Have I set it up? I don't know. The joy of starting these, you just don't know. Am I chatting to somebody? Or am I chatting to myself? Oh, it came on. There we go, I'm live. It worked. I'm always amazed when this actually works. When I set it up and it comes on, I think, ooh, amazing. Wasn't expecting it. Well, I already know Alan's watching, so hello, Alan. Can you hear me and everything okay? Does it all work? How's your day been, mate? Been all right? I've been out with the Hebeo today. Went to sort of out of town. It used to, well, it's been a building site for years where they've been doing like a new bypass. In fact, me and Mark went there a few weeks back and flew his drone. And I was looking at the area thinking, could be pretty good for some bashing down here. So I've possibly scoped out a new speed run area that will probably be good for 70, 80 miles an hour before you run out of road. And bashing spots that maybe not like big air bashing, but rough ground. Ideal for the X Max, but not so great for the Mayo. Hence why live. Well, we're going to do fans first of all, but then we're going to get on to. In fact, no, I might do the Hebeo first, and then I'll come back and do the fans. Right, who's in then? Rook Rider, evening. Good evening, mate. Vapor, hi everyone. Hello, Vapor. Thank you for joining. Peel, all right, Peel. Thank you for joining. Yeah, me and Peel were having a chat earlier on Messenger. Peel's a good old sort of gaming mate. Yeah, nice one for joining, mate. I do appreciate that. Allard, hello. I'm watching, but can't write while it's on the TV. Got you right on your telly using the remote. Takes ages. I think we can, but only on the Amazon Fire Stick. Oh God, Alan, is this joke all right? Am I okay to read this one out? I don't want to get cancelled. What do you call a nun in a wheelchair? Oh no. Oh, do I wait for the answer? Uh, right, what's everyone been doing anyway? I've just been waffling about what I've been doing. Um, this or the Hebeo? Do you know what? I'm going to do the Hebeo first to get it over and done with because that's more fixing damage, whereas this one is going to be fitting new fans. I've got some of these nice new rocket fans because, well, I thought the ESC fan died on this, but we'll get into that. We'll get into that. Let's just quickly get on with. Oh, Alice. Wow. Virgin Mobile. Oh, that's funny. Tiana, hiya Tiana. Oh, Alan and his jokes, that is funny. So Vapor's just filming an unboxing. Oh, what are you unboxing? What are you unboxing? That's funny. Oh, that's really made me laugh. Right, let's move this lovely thing out the way. We'll get back onto this in a minute. We'll drop this down here. Yeah, the new bashing area that I sort of went and scoped out today. It's very rough and full of rock. As I say, it's not long been building site where they've been doing, well, they've built a new bypass basically, but it's a big bridge, like an overpass if you like. But underneath it now, it used to just be fields, but now obviously it's a lot of rocky hardcore and things like that. So I took the Hebeo on my little scooter. We went out on a little travel out. So we went scootering around and then playing with the Hebeo around there. And the front of it just took a hammering off these rocks. They're massive. I think the X-Mac would love it there. Or a crawler would love it there as well. But the Hebeo was a little bit out of its depth. But I was umming and ahhing about coming on, doing a live, doing the cooling fans and that, because I don't think they're going to take too long. And I was like, is it worth going live for that? Probably not. Maybe, but probably not. And then when this at a big rock, it properly mangled up one of the hinge pin holders and the hinge pin itself. Luckily, the arm didn't break, but it done it no favours smashing into the rock. So that's what I'm going to do. I've got some nice new hinge pins here. So they're going to be going in. Where's the camera? There. Put one of them in. Tiana's telling jokes now, is he? Is she, sorry. How do busy bees say they're busy? They say they're buzzy. Oh dear. Rut Rider, it's still got all four wheels, so that's a good sign. Mate, to be fair to it, right, it's got a censored system in it as well. I was almost like crawling it over stuff. And it was doing quite well, actually, but at one point it did rip this phase one bumper off, and it was like underneath the car. I was like, yeah, it's probably it's a little bit out of its depth. So I'm gonna take all the front end off and straighten the hinge pin lock, the holder, because I haven't got a new one of them. So that's just gonna get hammered straight for now. But I will put a new pin in it because I straightened the pin just next to the river. It's like under a river, no, under the bridge next to the river. I straightened it there just by using like a whatever tool I had on me. It was the mole grips, I think it was. I just gripped hold of them and whacked it on stuff. Captain Cuddle. Howdy all, hope everyone's doing well. How are you, mate? Thank you for joining. How did your car meet go today? You were at a JDM car show, I believe. Car show or car meet? Did you take your, oh, what was it you were saying? The Cora? Is that right? Is that what you took? Some Honda? Well, I think we call them Hondas, but yeah, how did that go? Many there? What was the nicest thing that you saw there? Best in show? Was it yours? I'm sure it was. I'm sure yours was the best. This Abeo's been taken apart quite a lot on the channel recently, hasn't it? Come to think of it. What is going to be the best way to do this? Let me just silence my phone. We don't need that to keep going on. Yeah, because I do want to get to the rear hinge pin holder. So I suppose, yeah, taking the whole front end off is going to be favourites. Yeah, okay. I think that's about right. Oh, is it the brace? Oh dear. I'm glad I've noticed that. There should be a screw there that goes into the brace, and it's decided not to be there anymore. Interesting. So we'll have to find one of them and get one of them put in. Yeah, it's gone completely. I hope it's still threaded okay, but we'll find out. We will find out. Right, let's take these posts out. Oh, I had problems with these before, didn't I? Is it going to cause me a problem again? Because they just spin, don't they? They just spin. I believe. What did I do last time? Gripped something, didn't I? Well, that came out the top. I didn't really want to take it out the top. I was happy taking them out the bottom. I think I've got to. I can't remember what I did before. Got the grippers on, I think, didn't I? Gripped up the posts from in there. Like that. Captain Cutoff. Car show was great. No, mine surely not the best in the show. A group of 1970s Toyota Celicas. Ooh, nice. Nice. They stole the show. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. That's a worthy winner. Then some Supras, Skylines, a few old Starlet, mostly classic. Your RC's got more attention than your Acura. Yeah, Vapor. Love the 80s Skylines. Yes. I mean, I wouldn't turn down a modern one either, but they are very nice, those older ones. Very nice. Uh, Made it a bit easier to get over that right. Am I going to put the front end back on this and forget to put the shaft back in? I bet I am. I'll try not to. So watch out for it, Vapor. We know it's easily done. Okay. That should now be front end mostly off. Yeah, just need to take that off now. Here we go. So we'll put that down there out of the way. Put that over there. Yeah, there we go. I didn't do a bad job at straightening that. If I can get focus on it. That was straightened with some mole grips and like a rock basically that I'd found. It's not bad. I managed to put it all back together and drive it home, so it's done all right. Yeah, I got some new ones we'll put in. But it also did bend, yeah, the rear holder as well. Captain could have, yes, Vapor. I've just posted a small edit of the Felikas on Facebook. Yes, definitely, I agree with Vapor. Cool, we will check it out. Definitely gonna have to check that out. I do like the old cars. Oh, it does slightly, very slightly put a little rip in that arm. All right, so we need to get possibly some new arms for this, for the front of this. I don't think I've ever broken lower arms on this. I've broken upper ones. I don't think I've ever broken a lower one. They're a bit battered. They've got chunks out of them where they've been smashing into stuff, but we kind of expect that, don't we? That is to be expected. So yeah, I want to get that off. That's what I want. Whether that's what I'm going to get, don't know. But I definitely want to take that off. So let's dig back into the bag of tricks and get this out. And we'll take this off. Oh no, mate, you broke your wing mount. No, GLRC one. On your Asuga that you were putting together the other day. Oh, speak to John in our group, see if he can 3D print you one. They're very flexible. That's what I've got on the Italian. On this. It's a 3D printed wing mount, that is. And it is very, very flexible. I have tested it thoroughly. As you would have seen in that one video where I took this to a skate park. Yeah, that wing mount there. They're really good. John will sort you out, man. He's a good lad. A woman put in a Lonely Hearts ad that she wanted three things. Someone that wouldn't punch her, someone that wouldn't kick her, someone that was good in bed. Man in a wheelchair turned up a few days later. Said I have no arms, so I can't punch you, no legs, so I can't kick you. She said, I hope I'll never go to bed. All right, Alan. Musa, yes, bro. Yes, Musa. How you doing, mate? How are you doing? How's your little car? Have you sorted it out? Have you had it out? Been out ripping? All right, give me a clue. How does that come off? That should come off, surely. Oh, they bolted in. Vapor, yes, mate. No other damage though. It was -3. To be honest, at 7. Yeah, it was frozen this morning. Even here, when I got up, everything was frozen over. Musa, I had a fix, broken it again. Mate, it's part of the thing. We fix them, we go out, we break them. Ooh, that's an interesting shape, isn't it? Craig reads John's message in our chat. Read it. He sent a voice message. Can I play it live? Dare I play it live? In fact, the camera will probably cancel it out, even if I did play it live. Knowing my luck, it won't though. It won't play. I can't get it to play. You'll have to put it in text form. You've broken your Tamiya. Well, there's always parts. Spare parts. We all need them. Vapor, it'll bend back, Craig. Yeah. That's exactly what I'm going to do right now. I might just stick it in the vice there, look, while we're all here. I say look, but I'm not going to turn the camera, just so you can see me do that. It's almost straightened. Should we get the hammer and hit it a bit? Give it a few light taps with the hammer on that bit there. There we go, good as new. Good as new. Well, good as it's going to get. For me, anyway. That is, I need to work out how to sort this camera. I have worked out if I put my hand there, it does focus a bit better. Good as new. If I do this, it just tries to focus on my face, and then what I'm showing you is all blurred out, which isn't ideal. And that is it. That was easy job. I say that was easy job. It's in bits. I need to put it all back together. Nice new pin. What's going on in there? Rider, we had 14C in the woods today for our crawler trip. Very nice. Yeah, mate. I've been out this afternoon, and when I got back, it was just starting to get a bit cooler. But it's been nice. It was nice out in the sun, definitely. Nice bit of heat in the sun. 100%. Okay, well that can go back on. And what I'm going to do is, because there's still a slight little bend in it, I'll put the bend so it's facing forwards. So I'm allowing for it to bend back a bit more. And if it bends back a little bit more, it'll be straight, so it's fixed then. It's fixed itself. Just what we needed. Just needed it to fix itself. If only it funded its own parts too, that would be useful. Yeah, Rider looks much less like a metal banana now. Yeah. So we'll get that all put nicely back together. It says, hopefully it's all going to go nicely back together with not much drama. Trying to get these things. Oh, come on. Yeah, come on. Am I doing this right? Maybe. Musa, where can you buy a front shock tower? Wheelspin, Model Sport, SC Models, Reckless RC, message Todd on Facebook. Loads of places. What for? Sorry, for your Tamiya. Yeah, I think quite a lot of the model shops will do Tamiya. I think I'm trying to put that on upside down. Yes. That's why I was struggling. Things go on much better when you put them on the right way. Upside down is not the right way. It would have worked for a moment until it didn't. Vapor, gonna have to go take away and film that with the missus. See you all soon, mate. Nice one. Fair dues. Yeah, you go and enjoy. Thank you for dropping in there, mate. I do appreciate it. And we will definitely link up soon. I'm sure we'll chat and we'll do something. I look out for your videos and your lives. Enjoyed your live the other day, mate. It was good. But yeah, go and enjoy your evening with your missus. Don't get in trouble on my account. I'll be here doing this anyway. I'm happy you came. There we go. Put that back on. Grum, hiya, bye, Ben. Hi, Grum. How you doing, mate? What have you been up to, Grum? I'm just now putting the Hebeo back together after it. I had a bit of a fight with a rock earlier. Shall I while I'm here? Because I've got a spare one. Shall I change the other hinge pin while I'm here? Because I bet you this one ain't going to be straight either, is it? Yeah, can you see that? Probably worth changing this. May as well, while I'm this deep into it, changing one. I've got the two. I may as well put two new nice ones in. Captain Good of Howdy Grummy Bear. Grummy Bear, that's his new name now. That's going to stick. Rider Lordy, that is a curve. But I'm amazed, to be fair, right? This was still working and it wasn't like binding on the suspension. Yeah, I think where I've ran this today may have been a little bit out of the Hebeo's depth, but I'll take the X Max there, and the X Max will just eat it up. The X Max loves a bit of rough ground. I think that hinge pin must have been bent so long, it's actually shaped the arm a little bit. Because when I've put this straight pin, I've just had to flex the arm so the pin goes through. So I'm guessing this bent one has been in there so long that the arm has actually gone that shape. I'll put it all back together. It won't work properly because it's got straight hinge pins in it. Just goes to show you how good these are. They can put up with what I do to it. There it is. There's the nice new one. Let's get that in. Oh yeah, see this arm, it's dropped through lovely. Grum, I've been bashing out with my daughter today. Hopefully I have a video out tomorrow. Mate, that's ace. I look forward to that video. I love things like that, yeah. That wheel looks a little oval on the far wheel. This one, that one. Nah, it's fine. I'm sure for a racer it wouldn't be fine. But for the bashing, I think it's alright. Yeah. I'm quite impressed with these stock wheels. I've heard so many horror stories about them. People saying that they're rubbish, and I mean, they won't cope with 6S. I know that. But they're all right on 4S, and mine's doing over 50 miles an hour on 4S, and these cope with it. But people say they crack. They say these are soft. You do jumps with them, and you'll crack these wheels. But they've not cracked yet. Phil, right. Kids to bedtime and all sorts. Catch you later, mate. Thank you for dropping in. It was nice to chat to you on message today. Let me know If you're free and that, want to have a phone call and have a chat, mate, whenever you want. But yeah, nice one for dropping in anyway, and nice one for messaging earlier. Rum, yes, might be the angle. Yeah, could just be the angle. Could be my dodgy cheap camera. Or it could actually be bent. But no, they do crack. Well, no, it was great. Could have been mud too. Yeah, more than likely. No, it's good that we look out for these things though, because I wouldn't spot it. I'd just keep running it, and then be like, "Oh, why is my truck bouncing everywhere?" But yeah, I know people say that these wheels are terrible, but they're really not that bad. I mean, I wouldn't go out and buy these wheels. I would buy something else, but the stock wheels that come on the Hebeo, they do all right. Well, I think they do all right. They do fine for what I want. Yeah, see you, Peel. He's a nice lad, Peel. There's a no Peel through an old mobile game that we used to play. You can run square wheels anyway. I've seen that. If you go fast enough, it's smooth, isn't it? Yeah, why not? I've ran one of these. There was one of my wheels that two of them had thrown the foam out. So I just, well, yeah, whatever, I'll just run them without foams. And they were fine. For bashing, they were all right. I mean, this one's a bit done in, I think. And in fact, yeah, I think the foam's gone out of this. That's an old X-Max wheel that when I go to my mate's, he's got a massive dog. It's a dog de Bordeaux, so a big wrinkly face thing that dribbles everywhere. But it likes to chew on the car tyres. So when I go there, I put this old set on, and if he rips them up, I'm not really too bothered. And he'll chase the X-Max round the field and just wants to bite onto the wheels. So that's quite funny. And they're quite useful for car stands. It's always good to have a spare for that. Right, there we go. New hinge pins, all the suspension works nice and smooth, nothing catches. Excellent, let's put this back together. Um, yeah, that's it. Let's put it back together. Don't forget this. Don't forget this. Don't forget this. Don't forget that. You know I'm going to forget it, don't you? No, it's going to happen. Shall I tighten my servo saver while I'm here? Because it's a damn sight easier to tighten the servo saver now. That there, I've just wound that up. I did notice today that at quite high speeds, I could see the servo on the side of the car doing its thing, but the wheels weren't responding as I'd want them to. Once I slowed down, it did. Yeah, that's better. That. So we should have some good steering now as well. Right, and I do need to find another screw, a long screw possibly, to go through that. I wonder if that was today smashing it off the rock. It's ripped the screw out. Should be all right because in the top of that is a metal nut. So it's not like the brace just threads in to plastic. There is a nut there. And if the thread's gone in that, I'll just put a much longer one through, then put a nut on top of it anyway. Keep it super strong. The bracing is good. I should actually do the cage thing that I was on about before. I can't remember when that was. I was chatting. It might have even been on a live, about putting the cage on this. and keeping those braces. Yeah, it's in here, and yeah, it was on alive, definitely. Yeah, because that'd just mount on there like that. Boom! H truggy. It's a tower to tower brace then. Hmm. I get sidetracked too easy. This is why it takes me ages to do anything. Right, that can be clipped on in a minute. Try and put those in. Can I put the front on completely? And then worry about them. Yeah, I think I can, can't I? I think I can. So if I put that there for now. Oh no, I want that on. That needs to go on there. And it is the red one. I'm not going to lose this underneath the laptop today. I'm going to keep this. Keep this safe. Nathan, all right, Nathan, how are you, mate? I'll be wrenching on my Maverick for the second time today, tightening the same outdrive grub screw. I'm at a loss of how to get it to stay. Well, I mean, obviously, you don't need telling you. um, you've obviously done the Loctite and let it all dry and all that. You know what you're doing. Um, I've had trouble with rub screws and them staying in place on. I think it was on the Asuga. And I think in the end, what I'd done is I got the Loctite. I cleaned all the shaft that it was going on to and the threads, cleaned all them out, and then I put it on and I got the Loctite and I filled the hole up with Loctite, so it like literally gone all the way in. And then I just put the grub screw in and then left it for like 2 days. And since then, it's not come off. I don't know how I'm ever going to get it off ever again, but it's on. That was with an outdrive on the rear diff, I think, that comes to the centre. All good, Craig. How are you? I'm good, mate. I am good. I've been out today in the sunshine, playing in nice, pretty areas, so it's done me good. I didn't do any filming. I was just out playing. Took some nice photos, spent some time with the wife, and Tiana came down to the river with us. That was nice. Rider, I think Christopher the Thief fitted a upgraded outdrive cup to his Maverick. Has he had this problem? Yeah, I think he did. I think he did. I haven't got one, so I don't know what it was that he done. But I do remember him doing a video on it. Right, we'll come back to them in a sec. Now, let me try and line them up. Yeah, it was never just going to be that easy, was it? That was just going to thread in. Did you notice that I nearly forgot that bloody front drive shaft? It's in though. Yeah, it is in. It's too easily done. I'm nearly done with this. And then it will be time for the fans. We start the fans, please. Showing my age now, I know with that one. It's a good show, that. Was a good show. Nathan. The grub screw is still in the drive cup. And it still falls off. I had to keep the outdrive in my hand to remove the grub screw. Put it back on. No way. Four grub screws. But yeah, it seems to be a problem with them. That even Chris had. My little feeling tools. Make sure that's going to go all the way in there. I think that goes in there. Hamish! Yo, Craig. Yo, mate. Thank you for joining us. How are you on this lovely Saturday evening? You've joined just as I'm getting this back together. Hamish, is that a wee tracer I see over on that table? Well spotted. Well spotted. Yes, it is. It is. Well, it's not actually a tracer, but it is exactly the same. This is the HBX 16889A, and I've basically turned it into the pro version with all oil-filled shot, metal outdrives, metal nuts there, proper wheel nuts rather than the screw to hold the wheel on, and brushless. It's only the standard brushless system that comes with it, but on 3S this thing's quick and super durable. They are really durable. Good little car. Good little car. Well spotted. Yes, it's a tracer, pretty much. They're very good. Vlogs. Have you beat Kinwald? Yeah. Anyone? I don't know what that is. John said, ask on the lives about the logos. Oh, right. What about which one's better? I don't know if I'm going to use any of them. It was actually, I should have said in the chat earlier, Peel that was in earlier. He's the one that done those logos. I'm thinking maybe a tack weld would work. What, to get it out? Is it's stuck in there then, Nath? The grub screw's stuck in. Yeah, if you can tack weld it, get it out, yeah. It'll turn out then, won't it? Hey, Mission good, Craig. Been painting with. I've been painting, and your son has one, yeah. Fair dues. What you painting? Painting cars or painting your house or? You should have called this live OnlyFans. Damn it! I'm going to change the title. OnlyFans. Yeah. Vlog. Sorry, mate. Again, Team Lossy. Yeah, Lossy's cool. I like Lossy. The house buddy. Fair dues. Painting. A joyous job. Oh, fair play. Got to be done, hasn't it? Got to be done. Keep saying I'm going to freshen up the paint in the garage, but it's one of those jobs that always just keep getting put down the list. Never be bothered. Hey, that's that. And I was just spinning in the top, and I hold that with this one. No, to get the bastard out drive to stay, but you can weld it on. If your diff ever goes though, it's just buy a new diff, isn't it? If it's on, weld it on. Why not? Weld the fucker. Make it stay. That's funny. Yeah, it's probably good that I don't have a welder because I would do things like that. I would definitely do things like that. Root Rider, the thread in the cup is cut too loose. So even lopsided in the pressure from. Oh, right, is that what it is? The pressure from the shaft can wiggle and the grub screw comes loose. It's just old machining. So what Root Rider's saying, Nath, is new drive cups and a different grub screw. Vlogs, great channel, later days. Cool, mate. Thank you for dropping in. If you like it and you're not already, please do subscribe. Hit the like and all the fun stuff that people say. Do all that because it makes me smile. Yeah, nice one for dropping in, mate. Leaving a comment. That's ace. At least I'll get for a battery. Yeah, you'll get for a battery. I mean, if you've got a welder and your diff goes a bit, just fill it with weld in it. Welded diff, it'd be fine. Welded diff. Right, I now believe this is done. I could just do with finding a screw for that brace. Yeah, there. Because it does line up. Where's my little make it line up tool? Yeah, there we go. So that goes in like that. Have I got in the little box anything that's going to fit in here? Have I or haven't I? I don't need nothing massive. What about that? What about that? Is that going to do it? Don't know. Doesn't feel very promising, if I'm honest. It doesn't feel very promising. Well, it's going somewhere. It's going somewhere. Musa, what battery do you use for your car? Depends what car. I've got a few. A few batteries, I mean, well, I suppose a few cars too, but I run this one on 4S LiPo. It can run on 6, but it's silly on that much power. So 4S on this one, and I use Carnegie Rapids, 6,000 milliamp Carnegie Rapids. These, I mean, the stickers have worn off them now, but that's what they are. This will run on one of those 4S. I've also got DXF batteries. I've got an Overlander battery. I run those same batteries in the X-Max. I've got some cheap 3S, I think they're Yomi. A couple of these in 3S flavour. They'll go into the Talion. I've got a couple of other 3Ss, all kinds of batteries really. Hamish, can't wait to get back out. Just got finished that WL Toys build. Get it done, man. Why not? Get it built and go out and play. Just try not and break it instantly. Right, this is done. All back together and working, and look at that. Even the wheels turn in the right direction. Better than the other day. Musa, you want to use 5S for your Tamiya? Might try it and blow it up. 5S and a Tamiya. Not many people do 5S batteries. I know Vapor was going to try, wasn't he, and do 5S in the Pirelli something. The Pirelli Punisher, I think it is. He was going to try taking it from 4S to 5S, but I think the 5S battery that he had died, and they're just hard to come by. I mean, it's not impossible to get them. I know they're out there, but that'd be mad. 3S would be better for a Tamiya, and even that would be crazy. 3S brushless in a little Tamiya, you could make it go crazy speeds. Right. So yeah, this one runs on 6S, and it's good for about 70 miles an hour. But at the moment, it gets hot because there's no fans, because they stopped working. Or so I thought. So the other day, I'm going to get my tea. Let me get my tea. The other day, last week sometime, whenever it was, I went out with this and I noticed that the stock fan, I've already taken it apart, the stock fan in there stopped working. And I was like, oh no. And even with it on, I turned it on and off and tried a few times to spin this, and it spins freely, but it just wouldn't go. And I was like, oh, it's dead. It happens. I do kill fans, especially with flat concrete landings. So didn't inspect it any further. Just went out and bought two of these 35mm rocket fans. I know they're not the best, they're not the most fantastic thing in the world, but they're probably better than a stock fan, and they're definitely better than no fan. So that's what I bought. But then, when I took this apart yesterday, I just thought, oh, I'll just try. Plugged this in, and it only bloody worked. I think what had happened is it was full of dirt, and it just got a bit stuck. And then I think once the ESC tries to start the fan and it fails, it just cuts power then. So yeah, once I turned it off and back on again and cleared all the dirt out of it and give it a bit of a re-oiling, it seems to work. So I'm probably going to leave that in because I never did have any heat issues with this. I can run this on 6S and it's not a problem. So I was just going to put this back on. And then I've got two of these rocket fans. Well, my options are stick one of them on the motor because it'll fit this mount perfectly. There's a mount on here that is designed ready for a 35mm fan. Now, I don't think these even come stock with a fan, so maybe Armour think it doesn't need one, but I think because I've got one, I'm going to put it on. But my other option is in my X-Max, which is also down here. I'm not going to pull that up because there's no room. Well, I may pull it up in a minute. In the X-Max, there should be two 35mm fans, but I ordered wrong. So in the X-Max, there is two 30mm fans. So I'm wondering, do I take those out of the X-Max, because that motor does get hot, especially after a hard run. Take those two out and mount them onto this somehow. and then put both of these full-size 35mm fans, put both of them into the X-Max. What do we reckon? The smaller ones out of the X-Max onto here, and these into the X-Max, or just deal with it getting hot? Hamish, just waiting on pinions coming and new batteries. Nice. Nice. Moose, I don't know. Rocky Mountain Bashers. No, folks. All right, mate. How are you? Have you had a good day? How you doing? Thank you for joining in. Most importantly, thank you for being here. I do hope you're okay. Captain Could've. Are you those Rocket fans? They're great if you use stone cards and up to back volt to 7.4. Yes. I believe this is already turned up to 7.4. And I think the one in the X Max, because that's a max 5 in the X Max. I think it's even higher than that. Possibly. I can't remember what it goes up to, but whatever the maximum is for a max 5, it's on that. I run them on all my cars. Good stuff. Rook Rider dual fans in the X Max. You will be sad when the X Max melts something, yeah. Actually, yeah, you are right. So that's it then. That's what's going to happen. Yeah. Would I rather buy a new PP power motor for the X Max or a new motor for this? Yeah, I think new motor for this. If anything's going to die, let it be this one, because it'll be cheaper to put a Hobbywing system in this. It is tempting. It is very tempting to put a Max 6 system into this. So it is 8S ready. Not run it on 8S. I mean, obviously, I'd have to try it on 8S, wouldn't I? It would be rude not to, but most of the time, just keep it on 6S. But have an 8S system in it. That'd be nice. It's pretty much what I do with the Asuga. That's got the 8S system in that, but just lives its life on 6S most of the time. Unless I feel like being an absolute loon, and then we strap 8S in it. There's not much room for this. Not much room at all. But I fit a Max 6 in this. Suppose everything's possible if you try hard enough. I would get a Max system in if I wanted one. Right, let's try then. Suppose we'll put some screws in it first to hold that down. I'm sure I had them over here. Oh, have I lost them already? Oh no, there they are. There they are. I knew I had them. $8.4 back for the Max, yeah. That's what it's on then. I know when I plugged the program card in, I just went full. Have it all. Because I know the servo in it can cope. I wasn't sure about the receiver, but it's coping so far. It's got a Spectrum receiver in it. I wonder if that's why the X-Max keeps hating on me. It's because I've put an Armour radio gear in it. I should just get on with it. It's fine. It's a good radio. I don't get why people complain about them. So far, for me, it works. You watch, I'll take it out next time. It'll bloody blow up. Should I have tested this fan before putting these screws back in? Probably. Probably. Um, yes, very fiddly to get into there. Very fiddly indeed. Come on, come on. You can do it. You can do it. Ooh. Hey, I've got a question for you, arm people, like your armours, right? This ESC hasn't been updated forever. So it is on the plan to get the Spectrum V2 programming box. Because Mark's got one, so Mark's going to come down with that. And we're going to update it with the latest firmware using the laptop and doing it all properly. In doing that, is that going to help with increasing my run times? Or does it just do other boring safe stuff? Because as you know, or maybe you don't, this is my first armour. So I'm an armour noob. There we go. That's that plugged in. Let's test it before we go any further. So yes, I've downloaded the Spectrum software onto the laptop. And I'm wondering if I update the firmware, is that going to help with runtimes? Yay, the fan works. Yep, good fan. Right, so that is stage one of RC OnlyFans. I now need to get the X-Max up. Right, let's plug this motor back in then. Why is everything so tight on this? There's all this room in the back of the chassis and everything's rammed tightly into one spot. Hi mate. Yes, Craig, respect. Respect to you, my man. Respect. How's your Saturday going? Foot Rider. Spectrum radio receivers can take up to 9.6 volts, so it should be fine with 8.4 back power. Excellent. That's good to know. Because again, as I say, I'm an armour noob. I didn't know. I just thought, sod it, turn it up. I know the servo would like it. So that is what I did. And it works. So, yeah, so that's good. See, the Spectrum radios then and receivers are decent because you can't do that with a Traxxas one. Well, you can, but it won't work for very long. I know that from experience. And the Traxxas radio gear, for some reason, doesn't like working with Hobbywing stuff, which is really odd. It works fine, and then all of a sudden, doesn't. Okay. Right, there we go. That's the ESC fan all nicely back on. Cables are all nicely back in. So this now just wants a fan on the motor, which after some consideration and some clever thinking by Rut Rider, yes, I'm going to put the bigger fans onto the X-Max motor, which means taking the smaller fans off the X-Max and putting them on this. Let's do that now. So let's get rid of this. We'll move these out of the way. Because now the X-Max is going to get up here somehow. Somehow it's going to get up here. Rut Rider, yes. What's that say? Sometimes the firmware will raise the efficiency of the ESC, but you'll need to read the firmware update notes to find out. Fair enough. And I suppose I'll only know all that once I've plugged in, because I've watched the videos on how to do it. I will have to plug in the program card to the ESC and to the laptop, and then obviously the laptop then will know what ESC it is and what firmware can go on it, because at the moment it's just a guess, isn't it? Just a guess. Musa, what's that sticker? Game over. That's all good, bro. Waiting on 6th of March for the front shops out on my Typhon 2 to 3. It's been 2 weeks, no parts anywhere. Oh, that is rubbish. That is rubbish. Alan, I'm still gutted about it. Yeah, not big enough. The X-Max is too big. Well, I mean, you've seen the other cars that have been up here, some fair-sized 1/8 pruggy, sized cars. Well, compared to an X-Max, they're a bit small. This thing's a bit big. It's like, I don't know what to do with it when it's up here. It just wants to cause havoc everywhere it goes. That's pissed. Pissed that there's no parts, or you're just pissed that it's sat there? Massive, it is massive. It is a beast compared to the other stuff. I remember running the Max around, the standard Max, thinking that was a fair sized monster truck for what Traxxas calls a 1/10. So this is the bit I need to get at. Can you see, or would I be better turning you around so you're at the rear of it? Well, hopefully I'll have it off in a minute. What I should do is cut this and have a plug here, so I can just unplug the whole motor mount. That would be the best thing to do, but I don't have one. I probably do have one. I probably do have one. Should we just do it like this? Can you all still see? I think you can. I struggle now to see the comments, but we're getting there. We'll get to the fans in there. That's it. RC only fans. Yeah, I think. Well, I'm hoping that this is the standard size fans for this are 35mm. So the Rocket ones that I've got will clip straight in. I don't know if you can tell from where you are, but these zip ties are holding the 30mm ones in place. And they do provide a decent amount of cooling, but I want lots of good cooling. The ESC is fine. It's got one of these massive fans on it. And I think because it's a Max 5, it doesn't stress it out, so it runs no problem. No heat issues with the ESC whatsoever. But the motor does get a bit warm if it's been heavily ran, which I do like doing. I like heavily running. Let the bro swear I was booting the public footpath Little Typhon. Did you get a drunk lady? God. She fell over? No way. Hope she was alright. Getting hit by that would be dangerous, mate. You could kill somebody with one of these. Without doubt. This is definitely break your leg territory. If it hits you in the head, which if you're out with me and with this, there's a good chance it's going to be over your head. You will have seen on the videos that I'm not shy to send this in the air. I don't know if you've seen the recent video that I put out. I went to the pump track with this and the Max. And there was the local kids there, which I've called minions. For obvious reasons, because they just run around. They were really nice, actually. They behaved really well, but they wanted this to run around the track with them, and they wanted to ride their bikes near this, and they wanted it to jump next to them and things like that. And I was like, oh, no. I've done a couple of little ones where I knew it was sort of safer. But then, kids, they get excited, don't they? So I'd be going round the track slowly so they could follow me on their bike. And then the sort of last person, the last kid, because he was so far back, would like cross sections of the track and pull out in front of it. And in the end, I was like, I can't do this. I had to get the smaller Max out because you hit a kid on their bike with this, they're not staying on that bike. You will take them clean off it. Right, there's a lot of cable going on in here, but let's get the scissors and put these marvellous zip ties that have done a fantastic job. I love zip ties. Tons of them. If you can't fix it with zip ties and duct tape, it ain't worth fixing. Okay, we'll take that out. And that one out. And then all of this cable can come out. Yeah. And then hopefully the fan will now ever so gently fall out. There we have it. So there are two very small 30mm rocket fans. They're good fans, to be fair. They've dealt with what I've thrown at them. So there's one, nicely out. And there is number two, nicely out. Now, I'm going to have to make sure that when I put these in, the polarity is the right way round. Do they fit? That's a good question. All right, how do I get that out of there then? How do I get that out of there? That plug is not going to fit through that hole. Ah, I'm not taking the receiver out to get that out. Not a chance. To get the receiver out of this X-Max now, I have to take the battery trays off, the clips off, the top brace off, the ESC has to come out, and then I can get to the receiver box. I can tell you now, that ain't happening today. Not at all. So this little case is just going to have a little slot put in it there. Like that. We're modifying and making it better. Tractor missed out on a good idea there. Oh, there you go. Look, now we can take the plugs out. Wasn't that much easier than taking everything else off? She fell. She fell, was doing at least 40 with the Typhon. She fell off her feet, bro. She walked out the shop, but that was an ankle breaker. Yeah, a wrecking ball. Zip ties let you down today. No way, Grum. They don't work on wheelie bars when running 6S. No, probably, maybe not on wheelie bars. They have their limitations. Or you needed to double up on them. You needed more zip ties. More zip ties were necessary. I mean, I've literally got loads. Just zip ties for fun, all different sizes. And there's more. This is just what I opened a drawer and I'm like, oh, there's these. I know that there's more. Some might say I have a zip tie problem, but I say it's no problem. I got loads. It's not a problem if I don't run out. Not a problem at all. Right, no, I want this. I want this, and I want to see if these fans now will sit in there. Does it? I think it does, you know. I think it does. Like a glove. Just hasn't gone over the little click though. Can I make it do the click? Maybe. I might zip tie it in just in case. I don't know if I'm going to get two in there though, side by side. I have a feeling that they might have lied. These might not be 35mm. These might be slightly bigger than 35mm. Mike, hi Craig, hi Mike, how you doing? Thank you for joining in. I do hope you are well, my man. I got two Typhons, 2 to 3S, crashed, run over in a dual carriageway. Oh, no way. Other in shop, brand new. I wish I get a big truck. Speed. Need to get at least 65 miles an hour. Well, this will do 60. You could gear this to do 70. It's got the power. But you sort of you lose the fun of it. This isn't built to do 60 or 70 miles an hour. Yes, it will do it, but that's not what the purpose of it is. Yeah, these aren't going to fit. These are bigger than 35mm. Patched the MT8 up for the bash today, temporary fixes everywhere. Can't you do an exclusive? An exclusive? What? What did I miss? What can I do an exclusive of? Mike, everything fine here, thanks. Good stuff. Good stuff. This is a really tight fit for these fans. I don't think these are 35 millimeters. I think they're a little bit bigger than that. Only by a mil or so, but it's now causing me problems with trying to get them in. I mean, they'll be tight, that's for sure. But they're going to need to be, because as it lands, I don't want them rattling off. One of them seems to have gone on lovely, but I suppose it will, because the other one's not in its way. And this one, not so much. See if I can just wedge it back a bit. There we go. Pop it out. Yeah. Yeah, so inside these X-Max fan cases, there are 4 plastic posts for each fan to sit on. So this one, obviously you've got 4 holes in the corners of your fans, and they're supposed to sit down into the 4 plastic lugs that are in there. Well, to put these in side by side and get them to sit on there, I think is a bit of a tall order, which may not be happening. The other option is do away with the lugs and hold them in with zip ties. Worked on the other ones. Well, it would have been nice for these to fit on the stock mounts. Whoa! I nearly dropped those needle nose pliers straight at my toes. And I've got like open toe sandal things on. That would not have been good. They might have been good for you lot, but it wouldn't have been good for me. Not at all. But you know what? I think I've done it. What I'd done then, what I was doing with the pliers then, is those plastic lugs that I was just showing you. I bent the 2 of them that were on show. I bent them in a bit so they pointed more towards this fan. And I've managed to get them to go on. So they now are in there, super tight, really good fit. No wiggle room whatsoever. Okay, I'm with you. That's why not put 4S in mine. Yeah, those Typhons, they're probably capable of 60, 70 miles an hour, I would say quite easily. The power in them a bit, change the gearing. I can't see an issue. Take an RC on a quick spin, I meant. Yeah, why not? The garage is the perfect place to bash an X-Max, hey? People who aren't new to the live stream will already know that it's not rare for me to fire up the car in the garage and start doing backflips inside the garage with the X-Max or the Max or you name it. You name it. Well, Maybe not the Talion. I'm not sure the Talion has got the right tyres on it to get a backflip. But this thing flips on, on demand. Same with the Max. That thing is a backflip machine. Right then, now I need to. What do I need to do now? Am I going to try and route all these cables in there? There's a lot of cables in there if I do that. There's going to be all that in there. And then there's going to be all this in there. Or do I bring them out and route them outside? My only concern is with having them in there, because there'll be like so much cable in here. And then with all this excess cable, all that in there as well. If I don't get it perfect out the way, it's going to start affecting the airflow. I'm half inclined to just have it on the outside. I think I'm going to do that, because the stock fans, the way this is set up by stock, is this does go inside and it clips just to the inner edge here. But the stock fans that come in your X-Max have really short leads on them. They're literally like that long. They'll end about here. Whereas this has got all this on it twice. And as I noticed with these, when I took these out, because I had all this cable on the inside, it had moved and it was like blocking half the fan. You think, well, if it's blocking the fan, it's not getting the airflow, is it? So I'm thinking I might route them to the outside. I think that'd be best. That would be best. Right, a tidy, yeah. Cheers, mate. I think that's gone in quite well. I just hope it works when I plug it all in. Let's take a fast one down the street. I drove dual carriageways. I'm starting to learn to fly. Drive DSC1. No way, you're learning how to fly? That nice. RC planes, I'm guessing, is it that you're learning? Or real planes, that would be even more ace. The Acer. Not fair play. Yeah, I had a really cheap sort of part flyer aeroplane years ago. Um, Flew it for a bit. It was quite boring. I didn't really like it, so I put a bigger battery in it, and then it was a bit more exciting. But then I crashed it, and it broke, and I just never really got into the flying thing. But I do respect it. I mean, I have seen some amazing planes and helicopters. Some of them are nuts. Some of those really are nuts. And the things that people do with them. Right, there we go. We'll put this back on there. Like so. Yeah, and then I'll just do some cable tidying like that possibly. We'll do some, there's plenty of area in here to sort cables. Yeah, Typhon not good for backflips. This is why I want to get yes, big boy. Yeah, these are big boys. These are good fun. No jumps, bro, in the skate park. Oh, sorry, man. Sorry. Now I get you. Yeah, you're flying them. Yeah, you'll learn. It comes with time. If you can find somewhere that, well, either if you've got a ramp, go somewhere where the landing is soft. I mean, it sounds obvious, but don't try and learn at a concrete skate park because you will crash and you will break things. You want to be landing on some long grass is nice. Sand even. Sand is a nightmare to clean. But for landing on, It's pretty good. Soft, dry sand. It's really good to land on. But yeah, backflipping the Typhon. I reckon you could. On one of my videos, probably actually on a couple of my videos, there's one where JP Bashed comes down. Now he is running. It is a TLR his, but he's running these Louise MT uphills. These things. He runs these on his Typhon. And if you watch my video, his backflips very well. Off my big ramp. Yeah, airtime. Just start small, learn how to launch off the ramp, get your car to go back and then hit the brakes and bring it forward and just learn how to control it in the air first and then start going for the backflip rotation and stopping it at the right time. Obviously, you don't want to land on power, and you don't want to land on your brakes either. You want to be completely let go almost as you land. Yeah, not aeroplanes. Yeah, yeah. Captain could have with the right tyres. The Typhon can backflip with the best of them. Yeah, I thought so too. Only on 3S. Actually, if you watch JD's video, is it JDYB? I think that's his name. I always call him JD. He's got a Typhon 2 to 3S. Uh, I mean, he might be a bad example. He has snapped his in half, but I'm sure he was doing massive backflips with that. Cool video though. It's a cool video. Yeah, yeah, you'd be able to backflip it, I reckon. Yeah, Captain Kudov's right. You would definitely be able to hit a backflip with that. Right, am I winning? Am I winning? I think I am, you know. Slowly but surely, I think I've done a thing. Well, no, I'm not going to get excited actually until I've plugged them in. Until they're plugged in, I'm not going to get excited. And then clipped back onto this massive motor. It's a good motor, this TP Power 11,088 kV, which is the strangest kV rating I have ever heard. Yeah, 1188. Mad. But it is big. Captain Kudov, I've got a 3S Typhon stock electrics 2.8 non-belted Badlands, good tyres. I've got some videos on my channel of it flipping backwards and forwards. Yeah, that's it. With decent tyres on, you'll be amazed what can backflip. I've pretty much backflipped everything that I've got. Yeah, why not? Even the Slash done a backflip. But that was a bit by accident because it's only a rear wheel drive car. Standard short course Slash body. On 3S, geared up a bit, wind got under it, whoop, parachuted, and it done a clean backflip and then landed. I mean, when I say I done a backflip, the Slash done the backflip. I didn't have any input in it whatsoever. It was just luck, but it landed. Yeah, I was lucky. Okay, so now I should be able to plug these in. Oop, I dropped that. I dropped that. Let me get that. While I'm down here, I've got the pliers that I nearly sent through my toe. Um, Yeah, let's plug this in. I'm just going to, for now, I'll just put a jumper plug on this, and we'll flip a 4S back on this just to power up the ESC. Okay, like that, then we'll turn it on. Oh, I won't turn it on. Oh, there we go. It is coming on. And I will unplug this fan for the ESC because it's quite loud. Maybe not that you'd hear it because of the microphone. Now, let me try and work out which way round these go. This one? Hey! There's one. And... Oh, yes! Fans! Yeah, they're going for it. All the fans on the go now. Awesome. So now we just need to sort out the cable management. Get that clipped back in. There we go. Brilliant stuff. So yeah, we'll get all that mounted back in. Yeah, I don't know if you've seen the motor that's in this. It's always covered, isn't it, by the fans. I don't know if I can show you that. So in there is my TP power motor. Very good motor. 8mm shafts. Yeah, 11,088 kV. It is a beast. Tons and tons of torque. The torque of it is immense. You try and turn it, and the magnets in it are that strong, it's like lumpy to get going. Once it's going, it's smooth. But it's a very, very torquey motor. It is crazy. Crazy powerful. But it does a good job. Okay. Right, that's that all clicked back on. I will at some point zip tie all that up. Right, I think we're done with this. So we'll get rid of this off the bench. Huge thing. There we go, I've gently put it down over there. Wasn't gentle, I threw it. Let's pour a tea. And then I'm gonna put one of these, yeah, I suppose just put one of these onto the motor of the Talion. And then I'll be done. Hey. What have I missed? Sorry. What have I missed? Let's. Yes, bro. I did backflips by accident first try. Flew pretty high, luckily. I landed and left the park to be safe. Yeah. I'm not going to fix shock tower. I'll be able to do it. Yeah, you were lucky. Fair play. You had throttle on, but now know when get off power in top of ramp. Yo, you had the throttle on, yeah? What's the channel, Captain? It'll be Captain Cut of RC. I'm sure I'm subscribed to your channel. Sure I am. If not, I definitely will be. I'm sure I am, though. Let's take it for a quick spin. What, the X-Max? Do you want to see the X-Max running? I can't go outside with it, it's pitch black. I can drive it in here in a minute. I'll do that. Why not? Why not? Why break the habit of a lifetime? We'll do some indoor backflips. Although I was in that, people who watch will know where I do the backflip up against that Welsh dresser. I opened up the door the other day on that because I was getting something out of it. And the panel has got a crack in it. So I reckon if I hit it wrong, it's just going to put a hole in it. But why not? Yeah, channel name Captain Could Have RC. Yeah, boot down quickly. Yeah, let them babies sing. Yeah, it was a good noise. Lots of fan going on there. We'll take another car out live would be great. I have thought about when I'm out bashing. I have thought about going live just on my phone and just doing like a live quick bash session. But then I wouldn't be able to interact very well because driving the car and then interacting with you lot, I don't think it'd work very well. What I need is I'll do that when somebody else is driving an RC car. So when Lenny comes down, when Lenny comes out with me, or I go to Lenny and he starts bashing and doing flips and things like that, I might go live, even if it's just 10 minutes. Yeah, right. I had those people. Never heard of Beavis and Butthead, mate. Are exactly the same. TP. Yeah, Beavis and Butthead. I laugh every time I hear someone say TP. I'm so glad I'm not the only one. I thought I was the only child. That's massive. Can start one of, yeah. Mrs. Crash and Bash. Don't encourage them. TP for my bunghole. I'm so going to have to find that now. I'm going to be on YouTube and find that definitely. Got to be on there somewhere, hasn't it? Ah, yeah, Beavis and Butthead. Them Cornholio. You've got to be. Yes, please. Why not? Oh, you want to see the X Max run? Or just down the street a bit? I literally, TP. I literally, if I went outside, you wouldn't see anything. It is pitch black outside my house. There's like no street lights. Yeah, there's no street lights outside my house. If it was in the daytime, definitely I could spin the camera around and we'd rip it down the street. But of an evening on live like this, it's a no, unfortunately, because it's dark. But I will run them in the garage. I'm not. I'm not shy about doing backflips indoors. That's what the garages are. That's the garage. Mrs. Crash and Bash wouldn't be happy if I took them upstairs and done backflips in the living room, but maybe one day when she's at work we'll do it. Yeah, we'll have a secret live session in the living room with an X Max on the table. I did do that in a video actually and got in trouble. I got shouted at in the video. It was just a bit of fun. Just a bit of fun. So what I'm going to need is this beast back up. This thing's quick. You want speed? This thing will go fast. Well, Armour say out the box, these do 70 miles an hour. So I reckon with a bit of gearing, Even on 6S, you could probably push this to 80. Maybe more. Maybe more. Mrs. Crash and Bash. No, you will be on the street if you do that, Mr. Crash and Bash. Yes, respect. How much? How much for one of these? The Talion. Well, the Talion actually now has been discontinued, so you can't technically buy one of these. But an Armour 6S vehicle, they're all pretty much the same from what I understand. This is the length of a Mojave. Yeah, get a Kraton. This is longer than a Kraton. Where the body is for it. Yeah. Yeah, this started off as the Talion EXB. I got it second hand off a good mate. He's really put a lot of upgrades on this. So yeah, this is far from standard. It's got titanium scorched chassis and bracing and shock towers and all hinge pin stuff. There's a lot of stuff on this. But it is the same length as the Big Rock 6S and as the Mojave. In fact, it is exactly the Mojave because these side guards are for the Mojave 6S. But everything else, the shocks, the springs, the towers, this is Italian. So it should look like that. But yeah, when I bought this off him, all I did was buy a brand new body for it, reinforce the body, and that's it. It's ready to rip. It is a very, very nice truck. I suppose I've been a bit spoilt really because I wanted a 6S Armour to be my first Armour, and then to get something like this. I have had a few people say to me, "Well, you don't really get a true representation of what Armour's like because you've bought something that is mostly now not Armour." It's like, well, I haven't had to put a load of upgrades on it, have I now? So I'm happy. That is the one thing that does bother me is you have a lot of people tell you Armour 6S vehicles are fantastic, but you need to buy them and then buy a load of upgrades. Right, you can only get Talions second hand now, unless you are lucky. Yes, yeah, you can. Looks solid, great inside. It is very solid. I think if I break anything on this, it's probably going to be the standard bulkheads, which are still plastic. And I'm going to keep them plastic as well. Or like arms and stuff. I'd expect to break them. Grum. Which is your favourite basher? I mean, I like the X-Max. I do like the X-Max. It is a very fun truck. It does lots of crazy things. But it's definitely not the most reliable basher. I don't care what anybody says. I'm going from experience. Other people might say, "Oh, the X-Max, it's indestructible. It's a tank. It's what It is very good. I mean, it is good. If you watch some of the things that I've done to my X-Max, even in that latest video of mine, the one with the minions on the thumbnail, one of those crashes, it lands arm down, sort of like that, and it doesn't break. And I don't mean it lands from a little jump, it lands from way up in the air. So it will take a kick in the X-Max, but stuff does break on it. As for something you can go out and give an absolute kicking to, I've got to say the Max. just the good old max and standard as well. Don't do any upgrades to it. Run it standard. You know, stuff will break. Everything breaks if you try hard enough. But the max always outperforms everything when it comes to being a solid basher. It doesn't handle brilliantly, but it does take an absolute walloping. Right, what did I do with that? Oh, I've got a jump plug. Let me just get a battery. Let me get a battery, test this fan, and then that's this done. And then I'll show Lex the X-Max doing stuff in the garage. Cool. JD, hey JD, how you doing, mate? Thank you for joining us. I was talking about you not so long ago. Lex was asking about backflipping a Typhon 2 to 3S. So I pointed him towards your channel and said, I'm sure you've done it. And then I think Captain Goodov has said, yeah, he's done it as well. So maybe you can enlighten us. Yeah, maybe you can enlighten us about how your backflips went. I know how they went because I watched your video, which was very good, by the way. I did enjoy it. Yeah, there we go. Fanning. I don't know if you can hear them because of this stupid thing, but there we go. And I've got a little fan on the motor, which is now spinning. So if I turn it off, if you turn it off, you should be able to see it stop spinning. There you go. Look, it's stopped. And then it's going. There we go. The RC OnlyFans has gone well. And we now have fans on everything. Hey, JD. Yes, I was going to get Proline Company for extra parts. What's your thing? Proline makes some good stuff. Yeah, JD, how's the Typhon rebuild? Yeah. My Typhon can't find a chassis in stock. Really? You're going to be repairing it again with your bits of metal. I love that repair, mate. I love that. I'm well up for that. I like that type of thing. Yes, Grum says, yeah. Your Typhon, no. Maybe need some more metal brackets. You're definitely going to need some more metal brackets. Yeah, and your accidental double front flip. That was amazing. Well, that's pretty cool, to be fair. You got to admit. I think it was very cool. A massive double front flip, and then it just bit the ground. It was funny. It was funny. Right, let me move this then. The battery's out of it. I won't bore you all with me doing zip tie cable management. I can do that in my own time. Right, let's go and put this away, and I will create a bit of space ready for doing some. Well, we'll try. We'll try and do some backflips with the X Max just for Lex because he seems to want to see that. I am still here. I know you can't see me. I'm just putting RC stuff around, creating space. We'll put them on there. We'll put the Hubeo away. And I've had this out as well in the live stream today. So this has now been all sorted with new hinge pins. So that was good. Yeah, need more metal brackets. Only fans. Yeah, that's what we've been doing, Musa. That's what this live was about. Only fans. Let's. I need more speed. I like 40 plus, but 70 would be great. Should have got 6S Typhon instead. I'm sure the 2 to 3S one is it's about 1/8, isn't it? Was it a bit smaller than that? JD, I broke my X Max this weekend, but it was super cold to be fair. What have you broke on your X Max, mate? Chris with a C. Evening, chaps. Good evening, Chris. Thank you for joining us. You've joined in at just the right time where Let's wants to see the X Max do some backflips. So guess what I'm going to be doing? Chris ran the Vorza today. Is it good? Do you like it? Is there anything you're going to change on it? Well, of course you're going to change stuff on it. It's Chris with a C. Of course he's going to change stuff. Do you like it though? Is it good? Yeah, 1/8 scale. Yeah, so that 2 to 3S Typhon, surely you can just run that on 4S. You'll get 60 out of it on 4S. This does 55 on 4S. Yes, Chris, big up. Right, I want to know about the Vors drive, but I can't wait for the video. Backflips. Yes, Chris, backflips. Is that what you want to see as well? Is that why you're here? That's why you've came, really, isn't it? Dudes, it's bloody fantastic. Ballistic, sorry. Yeah, good. Good. That Vorza should be really good. I know HPI are pretty switched on, aren't they, with what they do? You're just working on the video. Nice. Will that be out tomorrow or in a couple of days? Yeah, I've heard Mez's engine and overheating. Yeah, you don't want to overheat stuff. Overheating's bad. That's what I did, I think, to the stock X Max. Oh yeah, what did you break on your X Max then, JD? Chris, tomorrow, bud. If not tonight. Oh, cool. I look forward to that. I do want to see that run. Because you reckon it's as good or better than one of these? It does look good, I must admit, it does look very good. If I use 4S, or I've changed ESC heard. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, if you put 4S in those 2 to 3Ss, well JD will tell you, and he'll show you on his channel that he ran his on 4S, but it does get hot. It does get very hot, and I think he killed his motor. But it took a few runs to kill it. Right, the Typhon 3S is a 1/10 size chassis. It's the body that makes it 1/8. Right. You reckon it'd do 60, Rider? You reckon you could put electrics in it and make it go 60? I reckon you could. Chris with the C's running the X Max tomorrow morning. Oh my god. Awesome. Are you going to Old Dusty with that? Yeah, mate. Go out and run the X Max. You've not ran it yet, have you, since putting your hub extenders on it? JD is the one you need to speak to about running a 2 to 3S on 4S. Yes, he definitely is. Because he's done it. Yeah, Rider. Oh my god, Chris. Yeah. That's what I said too. Get the X Max out. Speaking of which, let's come and put this out of the way. Because I don't want to kill it. I don't want to kill it. Right then. Right then, chaps. Where is my other 4S that I've had out today? It is in here. Are you going to do backflips tomorrow, Chris, with your X-Max? Right, yeah, it should do 60. I've had over 50 from mine on stock electrics with a good 3S pack. Oh, yeah, so 60's easily achievable then. Chris drives like a race truggy, neutral, flat, fast. Holds the power and success like a champ. Awesome. I look forward to this. Because I know that, well, I don't run my SSTE on 6S. Because every time I've put it on 6S, I've exploded tyres. Might have something to do with my gearing on it. JD, yeah, it can handle 4S if you keep an eye on the temps. No mods either. Got full stock Armour 3S, leaky plastic shocks and everything. Seriously quick. I look forward to it, Chris. I do fancy something a bit racy, but it's got to be able to take a knock. If it's going to come and live in the garage, it has to take a knock. JD, can't remember what the part's called when I broke on the X-Max. It's the thing what goes around the bearing inside the wheel. Oh, they're like the front hub, steering knuckle uh, thing. Yeah. Chris, yes, Grum, suspension is spot on. I did a S665 servo today, as the stock servo was a bit naff. Why is it all stock servos are a bit naff? All of them. You can't find JD's channel. Can you not click on his name and just go to his channel? JD, yeah, that's it. I broke one of them actually. Mine, when I got it, had RPM hubs. They're not called hubs. What are they called? There's a steering knuckle. I know exactly what bit you mean. Mine had RPM one, um, and I broke it. So I've bought the XRT ones. They're much more chunky. There's a lot more meat on the XRT hubs and knuckles. So put them on it. It was good. Good, nice. Captain, I've subscribed to yours. Ace. That's it, yeah. All subscribe to each other. And to me, and to Chris. Everybody. Um, where's the X-Max? Here it is. Ah. Oh, I didn't do the cable management. Am I going to be alright backflipping this with the cables all everywhere? Yeah, it should be alright, shouldn't it? It's only going to be in the garage for today. Only in the garage. JD, I'm thinking of going RPM. Well, obviously, your truck, mate, you do what you feel, but I broke the RPM ones. And when I've done a little bit of reading on it, there's loads of like threads or whatever they're called, loads of like chats on that Reddit. And everybody says, don't bother with RPM, just get um, the XRT ones. Same with the arms. Um, I've bought a load of new coloured arms for this, and I was going to go down the RPM route, but again, from reading, people have said don't bother, getting RPM arms for these. Get HD arms because they're better. But yeah, this had them that you're on about, isn't it? This yeah, mine had RPM ones on it. Oh, is that a crack? Nope, don't think it is. Bit of dirt. Could be a crack. Let me get a light on that. I might have a cracked one too. Oh no. No, I don't. Panic over. Yeah, I believe these ones are the XRT ones. Right now, these batteries aren't fully charged, so I'm not going to be getting ultimate power. Just take the little jumper plug out. But I should get enough power to pop a little backflip. And it is this one. What did I miss? Chris, stock servos always, yes, well, yeah, they're always crap. The only one I've always left in the truck. So the Spectrum, yeah, Mark says that as well. Mark says the Spectrum servos are actually okay. They do good. Oh, right, XLT then maybe. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, Chris, in fact, you've added them to other trucks. Yeah, as Mark says as well, he's done that. Yeah, JD, the XRT ones, obviously do your own bit of research, have a little Google search of it, see what people are saying. But yeah, I've went with XRT ones because people say they're much more meaty and well, I've not I've not broken one yet. I've not broken one yet. Hey James, howdy Chris, Scott, you JD. What app do you all use to edit your videos? Let's Big Sense. Yeah, I will get on to doing a backflip. I've been saying it, but I am going to do it. My real name is actually Sam. Yes, I did notice on your YouTube thing it says your name's Sam. But I thought if I start referring to you as Sam, people might be like, "Who's Sam?" But it's JD. I've called you JD from day one. Why is your channel called JDYB when your name's Sam? I did wonder that. So what does JDYB stand for then? Chris, right, I've only popped in to make sure you're good, dude. I need to go and edit videos. Stay awesome, dudes. Craig, I'll buzz you tomorrow, buddy. Peace and love. And Grum, I use CapCut Pro. Oh yeah, I use CapCut as well, but not the Pro version. All right, Chris, mate, nice one for dropping in. Thank you very much. I'm not going to be on much longer, to be honest. I'm going to do some backflips with this, hopefully, selects. So I don't know if you want to stay and watch them. It's up to you. And then I'll be off too. Thank you for dropping in, mate. And yeah, give me a bell tomorrow. I'm around. Oh, I'm already subscribed to Big Jump. So yeah, JD Basher, good. Good basher. Grum, I'm using CapCut, not the Pro version. Yeah, same Grum. I use CapCut, but not the Pro version. 8 beeps. We're on. We are on. Ah, ha, ha. Like that, JD. Just do your best. I like that. Sonic, quick backflip before I go into focus. I'm just getting my watch time up, mate. That's the method to my madness. No, I have promised backflips. I will attempt a backflip. So there you can see. That's where it's going to do the backflip. You can all see that, I guess, yeah? You can all see what's going on. Do I do it with the body on or do you want it seen with the body off? It was supposed to be a temporary name. Respect and take it down the road. I need headlights when mine's fixed. Yeah, if I had headlights, I could go outside, but honestly, it is pitch black outside. Yeah, backflip, backflip. Right, here we go then. Quick sip of tea. Just had a sip of tea. Here we go then. Let's try backflip. Hurrah! Indoor backflips. What a beast. Awesome. There we go then. I've done backflips. I've done the backflips. JD, go for a double. I'd need to get a ramp out for that. I did try that before off camera. I did try. I did try. Go for a double. It is tempting. It is tempting to go for a double. But oh, it has actually broke the dresser as well. It has actually broke the dresser. So yeah, you like that then? Make sure you have all hit the like button. Check now. I think can you double tap the screen to do the like, or there's a like somewhere. Hit the thumbs up because I did do backflips in the garage. You've got to be impressed with that. And I have broken my Welsh dresser now. I thought that might happen. It is broken. Right, well there we go. I'm done. I've fans. I have fit new hinge pins. Um, yeah, let's powerful. It is a beast, mate. AS is a beast. Can you do a front flip? It can do front flips. If you check out all my videos, there are loads of videos and shorts of this thing being crazy. First, right, ladies and nutter. When is the Welsh dresser? I'm afraid I'll look at the broken. Yeah, no, it's not going anywhere. I'll fix it. And zip ties. I'll just put a load of zip ties on it. Right, nice one for staying in anyway, Chris. Thank you for dropping in. Thank you for staying and watching me do crazy things. JD double tap the screen. Didn't know that. It worked. Hey, there we go. We've learnt something. I didn't know it worked either, to be honest. I saw it on a couple of other people say if you double tap the screen, it'll do a like, but I didn't know that. But yeah, I was just copying somebody else. Rock Rider, all fixed and ready to go again. I'm going out with the Kagama tomorrow. Thoughts and prayers for my rear wing. Good luck. I know you mean an indoor front flip. I will find a way of setting up a ramp in here where I can hit that kind of thing. Chris, night all. Stay awesome, dudes. Cheers, Chris. See you in a bit, mate. Thank you for dropping in. We're all off now anyway, I think. Awesome. I do enjoy these lives, and I am really, really grateful that people do stay and you all chat. It's great. I love it. It's I'll continue to do them while we can, keep interacting and keep chatting. I think it's good. And I mean, you've seen the videos, you've seen what I do to the cars. There is always work that needs doing on them. So I'm always going to be in here working. Yeah, mate, respect. Respect to you too. And I'm going to be off. I'm going to figure out how to stop all this. I thank you all again for joining me. It is ace. Look out for more videos. If you do want to see more, or go and watch yesterday's video that I put out, because I put a video out and it's done terrible. I thought it was all right. I was going around the pump track with all the kids, but go and watch it and it's a giggle. Somebody's knocking at the door. Right, I'm going to be off. Thanks, Craig. Another entertaining live. Catch you later, mate. Most of mine are broken. Oh, JD. You'll get there. Sam, should I just call you Sam? Would you prefer that? I'm all right with that. I need to get a phone so I can start making videos. Mate, that is exactly how I started. I just went out and I filmed with my iPhone. In fact, I still go out and film with my iPhone. Oh, my dog's at the door. Oh, my dog's at the door. I have. We've got it on the dog lead. And the dog lead? Yeah, I'm going to be done now. Oh, right. Okay. We can say my. Oh, right. It's fine. Right, there we go. It's crazy, isn't it? My dog's at the door. Come here. Come here, Dick. You can say bye to everybody as well. Yeah, there he is. Here's Digger Dog. He's my little man. Right, we're off. Most of mine broke here. I need to get a phone, yeah, film. That's cool. Okay. That was a good vid. It was nice seeing kids enjoy it, yeah. JD's cool. That's all right then, we'll stick with JD. JD is now your new YouTube name. Right, I'm going to go because Digger Dog wants to go out. He's come down to let me know it's time to go. So, yeah, thanks for staying in. Thanks for all the encouragement. Thanks for all the watches and all that. And glad you've enjoyed it. I'll see you all again soon. Ta-ra!